Hey guys, hope you guys are doing good and well. So this is our very first Facebook Live session for the year for Stocks by Request. So let's wait for all of you guys to join the session before we start. No, it's almost midnight here in Manila, but I promised to make one today. And as I promised to make one, no matter how late it is, we will push through and we will go forward and we will just slug it out. So let's wait for 1 minute for people to join us for this Stocks by Request session. All right. So for those who are joining us now via the uploaded version, you can skip through the first minute of this video, so you guys can actually join and see it. And for those who are joining us also for the first time, if you've just joined us and you haven't heard about Stocks by Request or the Facebook Live session that I would do, no, this will also be uploaded in my website marvingurmo.com, and it will also be in my YouTube page Marvin Gurmo. So all of the videos that have been uploaded live will be there in YouTube. And also, if you want to get updated every time I make a Facebook Live session, just click the bell right after this video so you get notified every time we have a Facebook Live session as well. Second announcement before we begin, just giving you the roster of seminars for the year. No, next week I will be in StockSmart's Cagayan de Oro. It will be our first rollout of seminars for the year. Then StockSmart's London in the United Kingdom. Then after that, February we will be in Dubai, UAE. So for sa mga kababayan natin from Dubai, I'm excited to be back. Then lastly, we will be having StockSmart's Manila on March. Then we will have another set of seminars in Iloilo, Davao, and Singapore on April and May. So very excited to do this over again. Now we have people joining us. By the way, Happy New Year to all of you. Hope you guys had a very productive 2017 in stocks. No, last year was such an amazing it was such an amazing time for traders and investors, as we really had a good return on our investments. The market closed much higher. A couple of things from last year. Number one was the first time the market closed at a historic high. We had never seen that in a very long time. Second is market closed at its highest high. Also, third, it opened at another high today and closed at another high. During intraday trading, the market closed at around hit around 8,700 at the start of the at the portion of the trading day. No? So the market closed today at around 8,724, which is very exciting, because for those who've been following the previous post that I made, no, the breakout from 8.5 is what's gonna bring us to 8.8 to around 8.82, 8.9. So very nice, very interesting, because of that we may expect the market to go higher over the next few days just because of that breakout. So a lot of the indicators for the index are all bullish. A lot of the oscillators that we've studied in our StockSmart sessions are all denoting a bullish undertone. So this is very good. Again, when we're experiencing highs like this, when we're experiencing movements like this, no, please do not sell too quick. If you sell too quick, you will minimize the chance of you making money. And the goal for stocks is when specific stocks are bullish, your goal is to hold on to them and maximize your gains and as quick and as firm as you can. And that's where discipline will play a big role in all of this. Alright, so now let me greet some people. Melson Manalo, Wilfredo Saborbino, Happy New Year to you guys. Jerry Yukong, Lester Rosane, Karen Cleofas, Maal Bulingan, Silvestre Carlos, Karen Cleofas. Please comment also what city you guys are from. I just really want to know what city, what country you guys are, so at least we know what you guys represent as well, because we're all one big Filipino family wherever we are from the world. Carlo De Leon from CDO. I'm excited to be there. See you next week. Eric Sarmiento, Melson Manalo, Joniel Matsuda, Muhammad Banate, June Tech Cheech, Ryan Olpot, Marge from Jensen. Hello, Melson Manalo, Ding Alvinar, Rina Concepcion, asking for X, Benigno Yebes. Index will be at 9K by mid this year. Mia Espinosa, Palmer Salvador, asking for Mega World. Muhammad Banante, asking for URC. Sherwin Abdon, Mary Rose Navarro from Qatar. KG Barb, Happy New Year to you too. Veronica Guerido from Qatar. So we have a lot of people from the Middle East. Exciting days ahead. No volume, by the way, now close to around 7 billion, which is relatively respectable as well. Which we wanted sana for this to be more, I guess, more convincing. Somewhere around 7 or 8 billion would be nice, but if we get 10 billion, it's bigger, better, and stronger as well. Ayan, we have John from Japan. Hello, Feliciano from Laguna. Dring Alvinar from Japan. Dami taga Japan. Madaling araw na dyan. Why are you guys still awake? Yeah. Ako naman, I'm just waiting for my wife. She likes working. Ako, I don't like to work. I quit my job 8 years ago na. I've been unemployed for more than 8 years, and it's just really nice to be full-time in investing and trading stocks and doing business, kasi you get to have the flexibility of doing things at the time that you want it to be. So there. Alright, I have a couple of stocks in my list. A lot of them, some stocks that have started to break out, some that have been continuing their breakout, some bouncing from support levels. So by the way, for those who've been following my website, I've categorized some of the stocks. No, some of them are in good categories. Some of them are in categories that you should actually avoid because they're not in such a good position. So number one, I'd like to talk about Bloom. Bloom is a turnaround stock based on how its earnings has started to progress over the past 2 years, and if there's one thing that's exciting about it was its quarterly earnings last year. It just hit high upon high upon high. So if there's one thing that I wanted to get from Bloom, is the stock broke out from 11.25 pesos per share. I repeat, the stock broke out from 11.25 pesos per share. So now for quick traders, please reference that 11.25 peso breakout as your as another buy signal for all of you guys. But because of that breakout there, your target price that you can set for Bloom is at 11.9 for the short term. If it fails to break out of 11.9, you can take profits there. But if it breaks out of 11.9, your next target price is 12.5 pesos per share, then 13.5 pesos per share. So again, the progression, breakout from 11.5, target price is 11.9, then 12.5, then 13.5 pesos per share. For position traders, the stock is pretty much bullish still. So position traders, no sell signal yet for Bloom. For quick traders, please take note of the target prices that I've mentioned, 11.9, 12.5, and 13.5 pesos per share. Sorry, needed a quick coffee break. Next, Macmalens from Singapore asking for SM. Cherry Pangilinan from Japan. Hello to you. David Cristobal asking for URC. Justo Hobart from New Zealand. Thank you guys for joining us. So, galing, we have New Zealand, I think New Zealand is around 4 a.m., 3 a.m. right now. Then you have Qatar, which is around 6 p.m., 7 p.m. represented from different parts. No. Next, X naman. X had such a great move at the close of the year. X started to bounce from deep support levels, then it started to rally. However, what happened to X though is this: there will come a point in a stock's life where people who came in early will now try to take profits as well, and that's what we've been seeing for X over the past few trading days. The thing about X is it has failed to break out of a semblance of a resistance from 5.7 pesos per share. Plus, the red candle today with large volume also depicts that there's relatively a significant number of people trying to get out of the stock However, from a tech perspective though, X failed to hold above the 5.35 peso support level. What's interesting about that is this: if it fails to go back above 5.35, please note this. If X fails to hold and stay above 5.35 in the next few days, the stock could go to as low as 4.65 pesos per share. If it fails to go to 4.65 and 4.65 does not hold, the stock could possibly go down to 4. So I repeat, X 5.35, it failed to hold 5.35. If it continues to not go above 5.35, target prices downward will be 4.65 and 4. For those who bought the rally, failure to go back to 5.65, please take profits on the stock as well. Interesting though is if it goes back to 5.65, X now again has a chance to go to 6.4 pesos per share. So 5.65, failure to hold that will make the stock go down to 5.35, may go down to 4.65 as low as 4. But if it stays above 5.35, the stock has a chance to go around 6.4 pesos per share. So interesting times for stock that has rallied from a very, very significant low. Some moving averages and some oscillators though are denoting a bullish undertone already for the stock, but it still isn't enough yet to show us a full reversal for the stock in general. So we've talked about the PSEI, we've talked about Bloom, we've talked about X. I want to talk about East West Bank now. East West Bank, by the way, over a trend perspective, over longer trends, is still bullish for the long term. No, the stock is still pretty much headed up. Indicators, longer stock indicators are still showing you a more bullish undertone. However, for the short term, the stock has started to go sideways already. The thing about that sideways movement of East West Bank is because it started to go sideways, the stock hit a bit of an oversold level, which is also captured by a lot of our momentum oscillators talking about price movements downward. The stock is oversold and it hit the support level of 31.8 pesos per share. So for those who followed our previous videos, I mentioned that East West Bank has a support level at around 31.5, 31.6, and as it holds those levels, it denotes a buy signal for everyone. So for those who bought East West Bank at 31.4, 31.5, 31.6, congratulations to all of you. Please continue to hold your stock. Our short-term target price for East West Bank is pegged at around 35.8 or 36 pesos per share. So East West Bank, buy as long as it holds 31.6, 7, 8. Target price is 35.8 or 36 pesos per share. Sideways motions for the stock over this stretch period of time. Alright, so we've talked about Bloom, X, East West Bank, Nino Tesoro, Glenn Leonilo Salonga, hello to you. Macy Mercado, Julius Gavino from Saudi Arabia, Mohavan Banate, Howie Rivero asking for Vita, Sirius Dagot asking for SGI, Wilbert Bebayo, Carl Magaso, Mia Espinosa, Larry Ruiz, Jonel Matsudas. Kung maraming requests, we might have another stock smarts in Japan. Yeah, I would really love, man, Japan. The people there you guys are amazing, especially in Japan. Every country, every city has a unique sense of hospitality for Filipinos, and I think that's what's unique about us. Regardless of what city you go to, Filipinos are very warm and are very hospitable, and I just love it. That in every city that I go to, there's such a hunger right now for more and more Filipinos to just really take control of your finances. And I hope that as we start this year, na hindi lang kayo excited kasi New Year, that bawi sa stocks, bawi sa investments, whatever expenses that were made, babawi kayo. But I hope that this becomes an ongoing thing. I've been investing for more than 10 years already, 11 years na, but it's always such an amazing and renewing feeling to invest in. This has never worked for me. It's something that I do out of passion, and I hope you get that passion. That if there's one thing that I want you to get from what I do is I just love it. and you must fall in love with trading, you must fall in love with investing, because it won't, you have to remember this, that it won't always be breakouts, it won't always be bullish markets like this, but you have to understand, parang love life dito, you pull through regardless if you don't feel like it, you push, you go hard, and you just do the best that you can to make it work, to win in the markets over and over and over and over and over again. So exercises like this, I hope that you're pulling up your charts as I'm discussing this, kasi I don't want this just to be something that's spoon-fed. No, I want you to analyze things on your own. My goal is to feed you as much information so that you get to analyze it and you get to trade the markets in and of yourself, so that you gain the confidence that your analysis also works. Alright, next stock I want to mention is Emperador. Emperador, what's funny sa mga seminars, whenever we talk about Emperador, Ginebra, then San Miguel, a lot of the attendees would say, ay, ako consumer ako dyan, hindi lang ako consumer, investor ako dyan. But what's interesting about Emperador for today, if you've been watching Emperador since October, that stock was literally dead. It was not going anywhere. Then one sudden move today with a large amount of volume, the stock started to break out. Please write this down for Emperador. It broke out from the resistance of 7.35 pesos per share. Because of that breakout from 7.35 pesos per share, the stock now has a chance to actually break out and go to 7.75 pesos per share. So for those who've bought it because of the breakout of 7.35, your target price is around 7.75 pesos per share. Please peg that. If the stock hits 7.75, close to 7.75, and it fails to break out of those levels, you may take profits already. It's a good short-term movement na return na rin, but if it breaks out again of 7.75, please take note of this. Next target price is 8.3 pesos per share. So those who bought at 7.35, congratulations, hold on to your positions. Target price is 7.75. Failure to break out of that, take profits. But a breakout of 7.75, hold your positions. Your next target price is now 8.25 pesos per share for that stock. So let me show it to you over there so you can reference it there. Breakouts of 7.35, target price of 7.75. Next one is 8 pesos per share for the short term. So there, that's for Emperador. Next one, SMPH, everyone's favorite. It's been one of the most requested stocks also over the past year. Now, I think I've been doing these stocks by request sessions for more than 2 years already. Then the Facebook Live session I've started doing more sometime last year, and it's just fun because maganda dito, we get to interact with each other. So SM Prime, similar to Emperador, no, it started moving sideways. It was relatively flat since October. I mentioned it that the sidewards movement of SM Prime Holdings was around 35 to around 38. That if it fails to break out from those levels, you can just expect it to just be flat and go nowhere. But something happened again today, similar to the entire market. SM Prime broke out of 38, 38.15, which was the resistance. Because of that, please take note of this. Whatever upward movement you will see for SM Prime over the next few days is literally because of the breakout of the 38.25 level or 38.15 level. The breakout of 38.15 level, please take note of this. Our short-term target price now for SMPH is at 41 pesos per share. I repeat, our short-term target price for SM Prime Holdings is now 41 pesos per share. So as long as 38 will hold, guys, please take note of this. As long as 38 will hold, our target price now is at 41 pesos per share. I repeat, as long as 38 will hold, our target price for SM Prime is 41 pesos per share. However, mid-term target price for the stock is 44. So, short-term target price, SM Prime, 41 if 38 will hold. If 35 continues to hold, mid-term target price is 44 for SMPH. So, let me show you the reference point for the stock. There you go. Here's a sideways movement, and here's the breakout point relatively. All of the moving averages and all of the oscillators are also showing a more bullish undertone for the stock. So congratulations to all of you guys. So we've talked about the PSEI, Bloom, X, East West Bank, Emperador, SM Prime Holdings. Now we're gonna go to another consumption-driven stock. By the way, Costco, SMR, just know, I don't know kung apektado kayo dito, but SNR already mentioned that they, because of the tax reform bill, the sugar tax, they're not giving any more unlimited soft drinks. So again, companies are protecting their bottom line. Mababawasan yung experience ng tao sa pag-inom ng unlimited Coke, but it's, for me, sugar is bad, sugar is not healthy, Coke is not healthy, so okay lang if people don't get to drink Coke, it's fine. That sugar tax, it will prevent some of the companies that have sugary drinks to earn, to have sales, but it will allow more people to actually revert, kasi because of the tax reform bill, more people will have disposable income. Because of their disposable income, the thing about that is it now gives them a position to actually spend more. So think about it this way, SNR, walang unlimited drinks, some people might actually just go for water or juice or other healthier drinks as well, but SNR will still have their earnings as people will continue to shop there. So pizza, Shakey's, who among you has pizza or Shakey's? Comment below. Who among you are having a good time with Shakey's? Comment below. Who among you are not having a good time? Comment below. Husto Hobart is asking, by the way, paano ako pumayat? I lost 40 pounds by not using sugar. I lowered my carb intake and I stopped eating cake, ice cream, as much as I can. So yun, it's not a secret. Sugar is just really bad for your health. Now let's go back to carbs. Shakey's. Shakey's is our resistance at 13.6 pesos per share. I repeat, Shakey's is at the resistance at 13.6 pesos per share. As you can see over there, the stock is now experiencing a resistance at 13.6 pesos per share. So it's there for already trading days already since the last 2 days of the year. So because of that, you may consider that as your take profit signal already. Failure to break out from 13.6 is a take profit signal for Shakey's over the short term. So because of that, it may actually retrace to around 13.2, 13.1 pesos per share over the short term. But please take note that as it has already shown evidence that it was overbought already, crossed down of our momentum oscillators, plus it's near the resistance. It's a short-term sell signal for the stock. So quick traders who bought at the bounce at 12.8, you may now take your profits for the stock. Next, SM, another one similar to SM Prime Holdings, something worth noting. SM, similar to SM Prime, was moving sideways since October. You have to remember, SM is the parent company. How SM Prime will move will affect SM as well. So as SM Prime was sideways since October, the parent company SM was also sideways. The parent company SM was hovering from 9.35 to around 1,000. Today, SM broke out from that 1,000 range. It broke out with volume already, similar to what happened on the last trading day of the year. The stock was pulling above and close to the resistance of 1,000 with strong volume. Now evidenced again, large movement up with a large amount of volume gives us denotes a large buy signal again for SM over the short term. Let's show you how the chart would look like. So this is the sideways market movement that I was showing you, evidence also by short-term moving averages, showing you flatness, showing you also a lack of movement in the stock. And here's the breakout with our pretty much large volume as well. Even MACD showing us that the stock is also. So target price for SM for the short term is 1,065 pesos per share. I repeat, the breakout from 1,000 will lead the stock to go to 1,065 pesos per share. For people who just joined us just now, kung na-late kayo, this will be uploaded in YouTube and in marvingurmo.com, and it will also be in my Facebook page as well. So quick heads up, next 4 seminars will be in CDO next week. London this January 26, then Dubai this February 6, then March will be all Stocks March Manila. So exciting days. Tuloy-tuloy pa rin. I'll keep on doing this, sharing about stocks until I get old. This is my passion, and just amazing that we get to see more and more of you guys investing in stocks. Next stock is, I think it will be our only mining stock for this stocks by request session. For those who've been watching as well over the past few months, mining stocks have been battered well. They've been the most hit. So fundamentally, please avoid them. It's not really where the economy is headed until we see evidence otherwise that there's a reversal in the charts. No need to waste your money in them. But I'm talking about nickel. Nickel has been pretty much volatile over the past months. It had dramatic swings upward and downward. It had dramatic swings from overbought to oversold levels. But something happened today also. The stock started out with relatively large volume. The breakout was at the 6.5 peso level. One thing was the buy signal at 5.9. Second is the breakout from 6.5 pesos per share. With that, I'm pushing a sell signal at 7.1 pesos per share. So couple of things. Quick traders, the buy signal was the breakout from 6.5 pesos per share. Target price is around 7.1 pesos per share for the short term. So I repeat, buy signal was the breakout at 6.5 pesos per share. For those who were able to capture that and who bought because of that, target price 7.1. That's roughly a 9.3 peso trade. If it breaks out from 7.1, your target price will be around 7.6 to as high as 8 pesos per share should the breakout start to continue and actually progress further. Next, going back to more consumption-driven stocks, because we are a consumption-driven economy. For those who watched my Bloomberg interview, now I've been pretty much bullish about consumption stocks because I really believe Filipinos will just keep on spending, and you can't really tax culture. You may change the taxes, but it will never change how Filipinos will just spend. The thing about RRHI though, it's close to the resistance right now. The resistance of RRHI is at 97 pesos per share. So please watch out for the 97 pesos per share mark. It's now close to the resistance as well. Failure to break out of 97 will result into a sell signal. A lot of the oscillators though for RRHI are already bullish. So if it breaks out of 97, expect the stock to go back to 106, 107 pesos per share. So position traders, let me qualify this for RRHI. For position traders, no sell signal yet. The stock just pretty much started to break out, started to reverse, started to move up. So position traders, stay put, hold on to your positions. No need to sell yet. For quick traders though, please watch out for the 97 pesos per share range. At the 97 peso per share range, if it fails to break out from that, please take profits. Your buy signal was at 90, sell at 97 pesos per share. Breakout of 97 though, target price is 106. Buy at 90, target price 97. Failure to break out of 97, sell. Breakout from 97, adjust your target price to 106 pesos per share. So now, we talked about Bloom, X, East West Bank, Emperador, SM Prime Holdings, Pizza, SM, Nickel Asia, Robinson's Retail Holdings. Now we're down to our last two stocks. We have Pao Ferrer asking for PERC, Gary Apeliano for MPI, John Bangonoy saying hello, Anna Gatbonton's watching us, Meg Clarus asking for Mac Clarus is asking for Meg, Melson Manalo is asking for Meg, Sijin is asking for Meg. We have so much requests for Meg today, no? And let's answer Meg because you guys are asking for Meg. We will talk about Meg, and that's why this is called Stocks by Request. You request it, we analyze it, but I hope it's not just spoon feeding for you, but you try to analyze it. So for those who bought Meg, no, the buy signal for Meg was around 5 pesos per share. First target price is around 5.4 pesos. So for Meg, for those who bought at 5, please look at 5.4. If it fails to break out from 5.4 pesos per share, please take profits already. If it breaks out from 5.4, the stock can go next to 5.6 to around 5.8 pesos per share for the short term. Now, going back to holding companies. JG Summit bounced from 65.75. That was our first buy signal for the stock. Next, after bouncing from 65.75, it went to 71.5. Then it broke out from that. Breaking out from that, it's still under its progression of the breakout. Please take profits at around 78 pesos per share. If it fails If it goes to 78 and it fails to break out from 78 pesos per share, you may take profits already. So I repeat, after the bounce from 65, breakout from 71, our next target price is around 78 pesos per share. For the short term, for position traders, we don't have a legit reversal yet. So if you're a position traders, there's no evidence yet of a complete reversal. So please reference a take profit point at around 78.4, 78.5. If the stock fails to break out of 78.4, 78.5, which JGS fails to do so, you may now take profits for the stock. So those who bought at 65 and 71.5, take profits at 78.5 to around 80 should the stock fail to break out from that price range. Now, we're gonna go to energy naman. So we have a well-balanced stocks by request session for today. Last stock is Aboitiz Power. Aboitiz broke out from 40.8. Because of that breakout from 40.8, the stock is now bullish for the short, mid, and long term. So position traders, as long as it stays above 40.8, keep on buying. No sell signal yet. I repeat, for position traders, as long as the stock stays above 40.8, as long as it stays above it, you can keep on buying. No need to sell. For quick traders though, the breakout from 40.8 will bring the stock to as high as 43 pesos per share. So those who bought at 40.8, first target price is 43 pesos per share. If it breaks out from 43, next target price is around 46, 47 pesos per share. So I repeat, breakout from 40.8, position traders buy. Breakout from 40.8, as long as it stays above 40.8, no, hold for position traders. For quick traders, your target price because of the breakout from 40.8 is 43 pesos per share. And as it breaks out from 43 pesos per share, your next target price is 46 and 47 pesos per share, respectively. So that's it. Recap: we talked about the PSEI target price 8889 for the short term. Breaks out from 89. Here's what's interesting. I've been mentioning this for the past videos. No, if we break past 88, we break past 89. Next target price, not immediately, will be around 10,000 already. 10,000 is now in shooting range, and we've been and a lot of people who've been in the stock market have been talking about 10,000 since 2013, but now it's in striking distance. This is something very, very exciting, and then for me, this is something that's very very nice, because I know as the market continues to go higher, this is affecting more Filipino lives. More Filipinos are becoming prosperous because of these moves. And if earnings will be amazing for the 2017 earning season, no, it will justify foreign investors to come back to our markets. And if they come back to our markets and the market is high, they'll be forced to buy at high levels. And the advantage of that is this: us locals, we've already been positioned earlier, and it will cost foreign investors to buy higher as well. So that's the target for PSEI. We've talked about Bloom. Target price is 11.9, 12.5, 13.5. Those are the resistances. X failed to break out of 5.35, so please take profits. Possible retracement is 4.65, could go as low as 4. East West Bank bounced from 31.6, target price is 35.8. Emperador broke out from 7.35, target price is 7.7, and if it breaks out of 7.7, target price is 8.25. SM broke out of 38, short-term target price is 41, breaks out from 41, next target price is 44. Pizza failed to break 13.6, take profits already because it might retrace short-term at 13.2. SM broke out of 1,000, target price is 1,065. Nickel broke out of 6.5, next target price is 7.1. RRHI, if it goes to 97 and it fails to break out, please sell. But if it does break out, next target price is 106.5. JG Summit bounced from 71.4. Your target is 78. Then 80 pesos per share. Then AP broke out from 40.6. Your target price is 43 pesos per share. Exciting, there's such an amazing thing about the start of the year, as it brings a freshness of it brings such a freshness to investors, that whatever mistakes you've made in the past, it gives you a certainty of hope that things would always be better. Here's the thing: I would always say that hope is not a strategy, which is it's not. Your buying and selling signals should always be based on fundamentals and technical analysis. However, hope is the substance of you dreaming of things to be better. Never lose that hope, never lose sight of the good things that could become of your life. And that's one of the reasons why we invest in the market, because we really want our money to work hard for us. And I was with a friend, no, he owns Uncle Sheffy's, no, he owns Uncle Sheffy's in a couple of restos here, and he said this, and this is what he would teach his family. Sabi niya, it has to come to a point that your money is working while you are sleeping, because if your money is not working while you are sleeping, it means that you will spend every working day of your life working, and you don't want that day. And that's why even at midnight, I'll keep on doing this. And you have to remember, this is Facebook Live. This is something that anyone can access. I'll keep on doing this as long as kaya, kasi I really believe there's still a nation that needs to be reached. There's still Filipinos that needs to hear this this ideology that you can be financially free by investing, that you can be financially free because of the stock market, that the stock market is one of the greatest equalizers for Filipinos around the world to take advantage of the economy that we have. And it's just sad that it's just the same people, the same amount of people who's investing in the market. And I really dream, no, I for those who've been reading my articles in my website, I would always say this, that I dream of a day that when we're in coffee shops like where I am now, I dream that people will talk about, oh, anong stock na bili mo, that investing in the stock market becomes normal. When people are in MRTs, I want to paint a vision that I hope, I dream someday that pinag-uusapan siya na pag nasa MRT, pag kumakain kayo, it becomes part of your normal conversations. If you're married and you have kids, please discuss the stock market to your kids so that they know it becomes normal to them, that investing becomes normal. It should not be taboo. You have to understand this. It's not wrong to talk about money. It's not wrong to talk about business. It's not wrong to talk about investments. We grew up in such a mentality na mali pag-usapan ng pera. Hindi mali. Ang mali, alam niyo kung ano mali? Yung mali is kung yung pera yung nagli-lead sa atin. We should not let our lives be led by money, but we should control money. We should let money serve as a tool for us, that we use money as a tool to our advantage. We don't let money rule our lives. That's why we invest, because we don't want to be slaves of money. We invest because we want our money to work hard for us. It's not us who's working hard for money as well. And if it takes Facebook Live sessions like this to give a push, a jolt, to keep people more excited to actually start investing, I'll keep doing this. And that's what's nice about technology today. You just need a piece of equipment to actually help you devise a way to reach more people. So that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please comment below if you want more different topics to be discussed during our Facebook Live sessions. If you have specific questions as well, please comment it below, and we'll make a video series about that. This whole Facebook Live series, it's really just for you guys, so that we just really reach as much Filipinos as much as we can, and we make stock investing to be cool, to be part of the narrative of how Filipinos live their lives. Be proud that you're part of the 1%, but don't be satisfied that tayo lang yung nakikisama, na tayo lang yung 1%. I dream na hopefully when I hit 40, we hit 10% of the population investing in the stock market. And here's the thing, I can't do it on my own. That's why I want you guys to be successful. I want you guys to be profitable, because when you guys become profitable in the stock market, people will actually believe na pwede siya. People will actually believe that it can be done. You have to understand this. Filipinos are waiting for more Filipinos to be financially free. Tama na yung inisip na third world tayo, because we're not. We are only as third world as what we think in here. If more Filipinos think that they're prosperous, if more Filipinos think that they can make a difference, make an impact, be successful, earning businesses, our country will be a different place. And it's us who will change this country. I love Steve Jobs. He said that those who are crazy enough to think that they can change the world are the ones who usually do. And I think it's all of us. You guys have a chance to change your world, your influence, your sphere. And if it's through the stock market, so be it. That we change the narrative of how Filipinos invest. So that's it. Happy New Year to all of you. more videos wherever I am in the world. I'll just keep on doing those videos because it's what's needed at this point in time, and it's something that I love to do. So know this, you guys are part of everything that I do, every vlog, every Facebook live session, every video. It's really all about you, and God bless you all. And I sincerely hope that 2018 will be your best trading year yet. I sincerely hope that you become a positive influence of change, that your family members will see that there's a significant difference in your bottom line and in how you make money in the market. So God bless you. I hope this helps you trade well, trade strong, trade smart. See you all in Cagayan de Oro this next weekend. So Happy New Year to everyone. Marvin Guillermo live from Bonifacio Global City, back at the home turf. So see you all again soon.